armor. And, oh my Lord, it is gorgeous. I cannot wait to get my hands on that one.
Well, and here's the thing too, like you and I, as I'm looking through these with you, the pictures, the three pictures for this, they're the best. I
Hmm.
mean, the pictures look awesome, unlike Admiral Akbar's. And like you said, that stormtrooper, those two pictures, these are the three best pictures, and they're incredible. And I just
Hmm.
keep saying, they're I've got to get this. There's no question. That's got to be on my to get list.
Oh, it's definitely on my to get list. So it's going to happen one way or another. Hopefully, unlike the original Mandalorian, hopefully this one is not as hard to find.
Right,
I got
right.
lucky. I got lucky with mine and found it on Triple Force Friday because they hadn't even opened the boxes to put it on the shelf yet, and I helped them open the box and just took what I wanted. So I got lucky that day, but I haven't seen it on store shelves since. So this one I'm hoping either the same thing happens or when the pre-order goes up, I can get it pre-ordered. A lot of these things are already available right now for pre-order on HasbroPulse.com. The Mandalorian is not up there yet. So I'm going to have to keep an eye out on that. I will tell you this. When I found out about the Boba Fett, I found out maybe an hour after it had got, or it had got it. I found out about an hour after it was posted, and pre-orders were already sold out.
Yeah, kind of like Dan's book, right? With Pablo
Exactly.
Horn. Jeez, oh Pete.
Exactly. So we know what's going to be popular there. But I got to get a hold of that Mandalorian. He'll go great next to the little Black Series Baby Yoda I've already pre-ordered and I'm expecting in May. So um, it's coming. So
All right.
we do have two other pieces that were announced. Now this is going to be more of if you like the 3 3/4 inch, you're going to like the next two announcements. These are part of the vintage collection, the 3 3/4 inch um, figures that have the multiple points of articulation and everything that come on what look like the old Kenner backs. The first one was announced. Can't talk tonight, apparently. Uh,
We're
first
too
one was
excited.
I am. I'm stoked. I'm still choking up over that Mandalorian figure.
Yeah.
Um, y'all will understand when you see it too. My word. Um, the the first of the vintage, the two vintage pieces, vintage collection pieces, was announced by banthaskull.com, and this is the vintage collection K2SO. Of course, K2SO from uh, Rogue One,
Yeah.
voiced by Alan Tudyk. Um, that figure is going to be coming available this fall. And the other one, the other vintage figure, was announced by Entertainment Earth and is available for pre-order as well, is the vintage collection Clone Commander Wolf.
Yeah, I'm looking at
And
it
that,
right now.
and we're talking Clone Wars version of Commander Wolf, not the Rebels version, the old man Wolf. We're talking young Wolf in full Wolf Pack armor.
Oh, it's awesome. It is awesome.
Yeah, so I'm kicking those two around. I may have to get those um, K2 just for my droid collection, and Wolf just because it's Wolf, man. He just looks incredible. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, so check out those figures that are being released. Check out all the pictures. You can, like I said, I've reposted them all through our Instagram page, so they're available to see there. Haven't had time, but eventually we may throw something up on the website linking to it. Our show notes will have a link to Fantha Tracks as well, where you can actually get links to all the places they were originally announced with the pre-order prices and everything. So very cool, very fun to see. Enjoyed that. that was awesome. So let's move on from that. They got a little bit of sad news as well. So we'll go ahead and take care of our sad news. Actor Andrew Jack passed away yesterday. Andrew Jack, if you don't recognize the name, he is an actor who played in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. He played Major Kaloun Imat, resistance officer.
Mm-hmm.
He died at the age of 76 from complications from the coronavirus COVID-19. So our thoughts and prayers go out to his family through this time, and we wish them definitely the best on their loss.
Yeah, definitely not good. Not good.
Not at all. Not at all. Up next on the news, and this was not actually in the show notes. I forgot to put this in the show notes, David, so I'm going to hit you out of left field with this one.
Okay.
On Twitter, actually yesterday on Twitter, John Kasdan, of course, the son of Lawrence Kasdan, who co-wrote Solo, a Star Wars story, was asked if he had any updates on a Solo sequel. Or actually, let me read the question in its entirety. Got any updates on a Solo sequel, or are you completely locked in with Indy 5? So, here's what he has to say. Okay? Let me get to his answer, because I just click a button to get to the question there. All right. He says, I don't think anyone's pursuing a Solo sequel at the moment. I think a feature at this point would be a tough sell, and the Disney Plus Star Wars slate is really pretty packed. All shows that I'm looking forward to. My work on Indy 5 is long over, but I'm excited there's forward movement. I certainly appreciate all the. They're talking about Solo the sequel. Certainly appreciate, but hard to advocate for. And here's why: with multiple Star Wars series in development, production set at different points in the timeline, without knowing what stories they're telling, and in parentheses you put, and I don't. It's hard to know what a Solo series would even be with so much on the way. So, as of right now, no plans for a sequel to Solo, a Star Wars story. So that doesn't mean it won't come eventually, but right now we got none.
Yeah. Well, there's been a big movement for make Solo 2 happen. We know that. I'd love to see Alden Ehrenreich again. I really enjoyed it. It was so fun. Like I've been very consistent. I've said it over the years. I needed that movie. I needed a summer popcorn movie and summer popcorn Star Wars movie after just how difficult some of those movies were. Rogue One and The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi. I needed something really uplifting, and it was fun. It was great. I would love for them to do it. And if they don't do a movie, then get Alden to do a little series.
Exactly. Who knows? It could happen. So fingers crossed. We'll see what happens in the future. But right now, no plans on any kind of Solo sequel or series. So, all right. So next up in our news, you were telling me about this, David, about Ashley Eckstein recently did an interview, and she confirmed that she is not playing Ahsoka Tano in season 2 of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, that was a pretty extensive interview that she did, and she also was asked. This was on RFR Rebel Force Radio. They did ask her if she was blindsided by this news, and you could tell she was kind of. It was a Carabas moment for her. She was trying to figure out what to say, but from her response, and she did fine. I love her to death. She does such a great job. her response clearly conveys to me that Dave Filoni and or Jon Favreau conveyed to her, what they were doing, what their plans were, and stuff like that. But Ashley did really emphasize that she is excited about Ahsoka stories being told for years to come on any platform, whether it's the books, comics, TV series, stuff like that. So she's very positive, very excited about it. But yeah, she absolutely confirmed that she is not playing Ahsoka. I very much wanted that, but I guess we still don't have confirmation from Lucasfilm if who it is.
No, we do not, and we probably won't find out till probably the way they've done the Mandalorian. We probably won't find out till it happens. So,
right?
Yeah, it just kind of works that way with them. So we'll see what happens. But she's coming in Mando too, so that's going to be. Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing that. In Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, we trust. So we will. They did such a great job with season 1. Season 2 is. It's always hard to follow up a huge hit like that. But if anybody can, I know those two can. So we'll just holding on for season 2, which is still slated for an October release.
That's right.
All right. Now, also in that interview, which you were mentioning, Ashley talked about about the Little Golden book that's coming out that she actually wrote, called "I Am a Padawan."
Yeah, I think that's so cool that she was so excited to be a part of it, and I sent you a picture of the cover, and it looks really neat. And like she said in the interview, the pre-orders are up, but the release date is April 7th.
Correct. April 7th is the release date. It's available right now for pre-order. And what's really cool too is, if you didn't get to see it, is she actually did, of course, with everybody being at home and the social distancing policies in place, and some places being locked down or you can't go out. A lot of celebrities and a lot of people are reading books and stories online. I know Josh Gad had been doing it. Josh Gad, of course, from Frozen and the live-action Beauty and the Beast. LeVar Burton from Star Trek The Next Generation, also host of Reading Rainbow, is getting something going where he's going to be reading stories, which is awesome. But Ashley actually read this book online the other day.
Oh, was it this or I think I know what you're talking about. Kristen Baver from This Week in Star Wars. I thought it was
this one.
I think. Oh goodness! Hold on one second. I want to go to Twitter here and go under search. Did I have, or was it? Let me. I know this is, like we said, great. If I go to Kristen Baver.
Oh no, you're right. She read Star Wars: The Galaxy Needs You.
There it is, right. And I'm pulling it up right.
There it is.
There it is.
That was my mistake. I wrote down the wrong book.
Well, and if people look under Kristen Baver on Twitter, I'm looking at it right now, and it was something that she did at Disney, at the Disney Twitter handle. This Ashley did it, and Kristen showed it. And so I'm definitely gonna listen to this. It looks like it's about 4 minutes plus, but it's a children's book. But and consistent with what you were saying, Aaron, I very much want to hear her read that story once it's out and it gets sold and stuff. If how neat it would be for parents to have their children be able to kind of flip through the book with Ashley's voice, in the background reading it. That would be great. So I wouldn't be surprised, if we get a video of that too.
Yeah, it's available. The video, I would hope we get a video of her reading the Padawan book. But like you said, the Galaxy Needs You that she read is available on the Disney one, but it's also available on the Star Wars feed as well. So you can